Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. Yay. Hope everybody's having an amazing day. Hope you're ready to get this day started. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life and finances. My name is Janitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? I'm excited, y'all. Today is going to be a good day. And we should be excited every day, not because it's Friday, even though that's exciting. Like, we should be excited just because it's today. We are alive and well. We are able to move and have our being and to do the things that we need to do. So for that alone, today is a good day. And my fearless co-host says in her favorite person's voice ever, Ice Cube, today was a good day. But today's going to be a good day. Good morning, Cousin Carl. How are you? It's a good day because we are alive and well, period. That's all. That's anything.
Hey, I heard you quote my old school boo. Can you hear me?
This is still
Uh-oh.
connecting.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
I was talking about your man, Mr. Ice Cube.
Yeah, I heard you talking about
Today,
that's my
there you go.
old school crush.
Yep.
Not
She knows she love. If Ice Cube was to come here today, she'd pass slam out.
I don't know. He got kids and stuff now. It's not the same, but that's all right. Let's keep it.
So let me tell you something. Y'all know who I love. We gotta get started because remember we got the 7:45. I love Lionel Richie. If I see Lionel Richie in concert, don't even give me that look. Please understand how I'm about to fall out on the floor. Like, when I tell you I look like, you can't say nothing bad about Lionel in front of me. Nothing at all. I love him. If I go see Lionel Richie in concert, please understand all the security is gonna have to pick me up and keep me off stage because I'm coming up there.
Okay. Well, I'll let you have that one.
I ain't gotta worry about sharing them with nobody. Don't
No,
too many people like Lionel like I do.
now we'll let you have that one. You can have
Y'all leave me
right
alone. I love Lionel Richie. I love LL Cool J too,
now.
and Big Daddy Kane is the one.
Now you can backtrack a little bit to that LL. That now we talking. Let's all right, but we digress. Let's get on with our show this morning and help these people with these financial confessions and conversations. We can go down memory lane some other time, right? So
I'll get caught up, girl.
our quote this morning, y'all. Yeah, actions may not bring happiness, but there is no happiness without action. And that's by Benjamin Disraeli, guys. Yes, yes. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Uh,
You saying it better than I
okay.
would, so.
So, guys, yes, action may not always bring happiness, but there's no happiness without action. So, the financial confession this morning, yes, Kimberly, yes, all the way, yes. I can put some hearts all over that, but okay. Today, the financial confession and conversation, guys, is about breaking free from trying to make ends meet. How do you now break free from trying to make ends meet? Because there are some basic principles out there in regards to our money that are going to allow us to make, keep, and grow our money because that's what we are called to do. So, how do you do this? How do you break free from making ends meet? The number one principle, guys, for managing for your money, guys, is understanding that debt is a form of slavery. Let me say that again because somebody might not want to hear it this morning. And if you don't want to hear it, that's okay. Kick rocks with open toed shoes on. But debt is a form of slavery, right? And when we look at it, get rid of your bad debt is what I'm saying to you. I'm not saying all debt is bad, because there's a difference between good debt and bad debt. And let me tell you the difference, right? Bad debt takes money out of your pocket. Good debt puts money into your pocket. Okay? It's called leverage. So figure out the bad debt in your situation so you can work on getting rid of that. Good debt is okay, right? That's okay because it's putting money into your pocket. And that's allowing you to be able to move to your next. Because, guys, we know it and we've heard it. The borrower is slave to the lender. Bless you, right? The borrower is always slave to the lender. So we got to recognize the difference between our good debt and our bad debt and take care of that. The next thing, guys, we have to recognize, the next principle we need to recognize and understand is that lasting wealth. If you want wealth that is going to last, we talk about building generational wealth here, right? You talk about a legacy, you talk about living an abundant life. But if you want wealth that is going to last, that comes through discipline. We're not talking about any get rich quick schemes, right? Because those come and they disappear so quickly. We're talking about building lasting wealth and doing this on a consistent basis. And you say, well, how, Linda, you get to that? I'm going to talk with you about that in just one moment. But let me give you these principles first that are going to allow you to break free from trying to make ends meet. All right. The next one, guys, is you must be, this is a non-negotiable. You must be a good steward of your finances. You must manage your money well. Anyway, I don't even know why I said your money. That's God's money. Let's just be real. You must manage God's money well. How you doing? Huh? Because the Bible even tells us, y'all, the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, right? That means everything in it, every person who lives in it, all of it is all inclusive. So what are we doing to be good stewards of our finances? How are you managing your money, right? Instead of buying a Mercedes, you'll buy a work truck that will make money. So, Carl, I don't know if you're trying to be funny or not, but that's how you do that, right? Because when you buy a work truck and you have a business, you can also write that off on taxes. Take those deductions or expenses, however you choose to do that. But that is absolutely a way that is going to help make you money. And a lot of people won't catch that because they'll be like, girl, you crazy. I need my Mercedes. Then that's okay. Then apparently you like this broke debt cycle. But if you plan to move out of that, then in the beauty of it, guys, once you break free from that, then you can go out and afford those things. Then you can you can have your work truck and your Mercedes. And dare I say, put a Lambo in the garage as well.
And they both be paid
get
for.
a Lamborghini over there too, right? But get to the point, get in a situation, guys, where it's not bad debt for you. Yes. Okay. All right. I hear you. I hear you. Guys, and the other principle that we are challenged in when it comes to our money, because it was something we were told over and over and over, or something we heard that was misquoted, right? The misquote is that money is the root of evil. When in actuality, that is not true. One of the most misquoted scriptures, it is the love of money that is the root of all evil. See, we should have money in our heads and not in our hearts. And that's where the challenge comes in for many of us when it comes to this, because oftentimes when you have money in your heart as opposed to only in your head, then greed comes into the factor, right? And we all know what happens with greed, right? So in looking at those principles, guys, now let's turn and look at the investing side of things. So we must be good managers of our money. Those are our basic money principles. But when we think about investing, then why are we not investing? Because once we pull past that, going through that cycle of being strapped or just barely making it, how do we move past that? So you have to be intentional in those things. Much in that car conversation that we just had, or the truck conversation. Are you intentional in the things that you're doing? See, it's really easy, guys, for us to be retailers, to buy retail, shall I say. That's very easy because we've been conditioned. The commercials tell us to do it. Wall Street tells us to do it. All of the different things that we hear in the media, they're telling us to do that. But what I want to share with you today, guys, in regards to investing, I need you to think about this for a moment. And out of all of those large companies, so remember, buying a stock means that you're buying ownership in a company. But let me share with you what some of these large companies are out there doing in their investing. And I'm talking about some of the largest companies that are out there investing. I'm talking about your JP Morgan Chases, your Goldman Sachs, your Bank of America, your Morgan Stanleys. See, these guys are huge out there in the grand scheme of things when it comes to investing in stocks. For example, JP Morgan Chase reported in 2016 that their investors and traders for JP Morgan Chase made $80 million per day. Think about that, y'all. $80 million per day. They did not lose in their investing strategy that they chose to implement in 2016. $80 million per day. And the others in that list, they also, guys, they reported out, Goldman Sachs, 57% of their revenue for that year was generated within the first quarter of the year because of their investing strategy. See, guys, Tony Robbins said it well, success leaves clues. These companies are not only investing within themselves, but they buy the stock within the companies. The owners, the CEOs, they're buying the stocks within their companies because they are realizing and recognizing that those are wonderful opportunities for them to make, keep, and grow their money. So then why are we not following suit on this, right? You say, Lynn, well, what's the secret? Lean in, y'all, because I got to tell you the secret for real, for real. And I got to whisper it to you. So I definitely need you to put your ear up close to the phone. You want to know what the secret is for investing? It's buy low, sell high. What? Right? That's the secret. You say, what? That's not a secret, Lynn. No, well, it shouldn't be, but we act as if it is, right? We act as if we've never heard that. And if we heard it, we don't do it. So what? Your actions speak louder than your words. Buy low, sell high. That's the secret. But what we now have to recognize is, how do we do that? Because as I stated earlier, y'all, we've been conditioned. We've been conditioned as consumer to pay retail. See, there are things that happen in the market when these large institutions submit buy orders, right, or sell orders inside of the trading world. That's what happens when a stock goes extremely high or it goes extremely low, right? When a stock goes extremely high, that just means that there are so many people out there competing for shares that there are fewer shares of stock out there, and people are willing to pay more for it. And you know who those people end up being? It tends to be the average Joe, right? Who's going out there and purchasing those because we're scared. We don't want to miss out on this wonderful opportunity. For example, you guys remember Bitcoin last year, what happened? And I know you said, Lynn, quit referencing this, guys, but it's just the perfect storm that was created with the Bitcoin situation. It created such a perfect storm. People started just rushing in, and it was going up. It was at 8,000, then to 10,000, and it went all the way up to roughly 20,000 in December. And everyone jumped on the train because everyone felt, well, I don't want to miss out, right? I don't want to miss out on this opportunity. I see that everybody else is taking advantage of this. Everybody else is making money on this Bitcoin train, and I don't want to miss out. So everyone jumped on the train, got in line, right? And got on board, and that drove the price up. But if you go back and look at the price of it today, it's roughly what, 6,000s last time I checked? It's in the 6,000s range. It's playing back and forth between the 6,000 and mid 6,000s as far as the price there. So guys, we have to be aware of all these things that are triggering us to do this. And what triggers us most is our emotions, right? That emotion. And now I'm not saying to anyone, go out there and be a trader, by no stretch of the imagination. But what I am saying, if that's what you want to do, that is all good and fine. There are wonderful opportunities out there as a trader. Don't miss that. But you do need to master the basics first. And by mastery of the basics, I don't want you to think that just because you set it and forget it with your retirement account that you've done something, because you haven't, right? Let me give you an example. Let me give you a real world example. And I don't know, you may not be able to write these down, but I'll put it in the comment section later, this example that I'm going to go over with you. Most of us inside of our investment, our retirement accounts, right? Inside of our retirement accounts, most of us are in mutual funds because that's what the company has decided that they're going to make available to us. But do you know, have you done your research to find out that most mutual funds underperform the market in general? And that's why we had that conversation about joining in on the S&P 500. At least if you go there, you're doing better than most of the individual mutual funds that are out there for us to invest in. So think about those things as you go through. So guys, as I share this is information that is going to help you. This is for educational purposes only. I am not telling you to go out there and buy these particular stocks that I mentioned in this example, but it is definitely a great learning opportunity. So let's think about it this way. Let me give you an example here. Why are most mutual funds underperforming the market? And it's not because they're not always doing well, but it's because of the fees. There are fees that you are paying. There are commissions that you are paying to those who are managing those funds. So let me give you the example. Let's say you have $10,000, okay? You're starting out with $10,000 and you're going to invest that $10,000 and it's going to get, let's say, 10% returns every year. And you're going to have it in there, let's say, for 50 years, right? If you start out with $10,000 with a 10% return and you put it in there and let it go for 50 years, guys, that's $1,170,000. Okay, that's the amount of money that should be coming to you because you invested that $10,000 from the beginning at 10%. But because of the fees, and these are the average fees that are associated with you within your retirement accounts. So there's the fees on the funds, that's usually 2% per year. Once you go through and look at that, that's $700,000 worth of fees over time for that account. $700,000 in fees. So what does that net you, really? After all the fees, your money really grew to $1,170,000. But $700,000 of that went to fees over time. So what is your end number? Your end number is roughly $470,000. Is that robbery or is that robbery? See, guys, that's why you need to get the information and the education that you need and follow up. Do not set it and forget it in your retirement accounts. You have to know. It is a non-negotiable for you to know. Otherwise, you are fattening someone else's wallet. Yes, you feel you're doing the right thing. You're investing. You're putting your money out there. But guys, I say this over and over, and I'm going to continue to say it. No one cares about your money more than you do. So you got to take ownership of that. You have to be the person who's responsible and actually goes in and looks at it and Ask the right questions and figure out what it is that you need to do. And stop leaving those 401ks behind and those IRAs behind and not even going back and checking on it, just letting it sit over there and do what it does. See, guys, your money never sleeps. It should be working for you. That's what I'm saying. So break the cycle. That's our message today, guys. I'm Lynn Demis, number one financial rebound coach. Yes, I said it. America's number one.
Sorry.
You're good. You're good. I saw it coming. So, guys, I'm going to pass it over to my co-host, but definitely, guys, get the education that you need. If you're ready to prepare to invest, go ahead and join my 7-day course. It'll be delivered to your inbox. It is free. bit.ly/7-day prep investing. Go over there, get that course so that you can get started investing in the right way. And I know I should put a cost on it, but I want you, it is important to me that you get the information that you need so you can get to your next, guys. Get started, get in today. Don't delay. All right, Miss Co-host.
Well, if I can get my throat together, something went down the wrong way. I was minding my business. All right, guys. The fearless thought of the day. I think I've had a theme all this week of, what is on your mind, holding on to your history, your thoughts are your greatest vehicle to change. So today I want to talk about, I just want to remind you that don't doubt your ability to handle the crazy in your life. So a lot of times when we're talking, we say you have to get quiet, you have to deal with this, but I promise the first thought you're going to have is, this is too crazy for me to even deal with. At least in this crazy now, I can live with it. My life is crazy, but I can kind of live with this man in the house. He ain't really getting on my nerves, and he pay a few bills. I can kind of live with it. I don't want to deal with it. This job is kind of on my last nerve, but it pay good, so I can kind of deal with it. And so sometimes you talk yourself out of living past crazy. Yes. You are content and comfortable to live in crazy because your money hasn't gotten all the way funny yet for you to want to deal with it. That's all that is. Your life hasn't gotten crazy all the way for you want to be like, okay, for real today, this has got to stop. So I don't want you to doubt your ability to handle your crazy, because people always say, well, JoJo, it doesn't take all that to live past crazy. It doesn't take all that to do this and this and this. You don't need the quotes. You don't need the sticky notes all over the place. You don't need to listen to the motivational. Oh, okay, well, you please continue in your crazy, and you don't have to choose the path that I chose. The point is that we are giving you the information and the tools so you can pick and choose what's going to work best for you, and then you can apply it for yourself so that you can stop living in crazy in your life and your finances, because ultimately that's the goal. We're just trying to show you a path to get there so you can see some direction, some light at the end of the tunnel, the road in which you need to go, instead of you out here flagging down every Tom, Dick, and Harry trying to ask for directions on where you need to go. We're trying to give it to you because we've been there and we understand. And if one thing I know, and that is crazy. So don't doubt your ability to be able to handle what's going on in your life. Will it be hard? Yeah. It's going to be difficult because you've never dealt with your crazy before. You've been living in it. You good and comfortable. Y'all best friends. Don't want to go on with life. It's time to do something about that. And what are you going to do about that? Are you willing to free yourself from your crazy so that you can continue to truly live your life? Because if you think about it, are you really living your life right now? Are we just reacting instead of being proactive? Lynn talks about all the time how you get that pay. Only time we check our bank account is when we get paid on Friday. And all we know is the bills come out and there's nothing left. And so now I got to wait the next Friday to check my bank account again. That's crazy. Or you deal with that crazy relationship just because they help pay a bill in the house, or just because you want to be lonely. Can I take a side note here? You being lonely and you not wanting to be by yourself will get you in the worst trouble, problems in your entire life. Let me tell you, it sets you up for failure every time. If you don't love to like yourself, spend time with yourself and know your own thoughts and feelings, anybody can come in and treat you any kind of way, and you're going to think it's okay because you don't know yourself what you want, what you like. You have no standards, you have no rules. You think you have standards because you have them in word only. Come on, somebody. But when it comes to application time, homeboy can come and go as he please, do as he please, spend as he please, and talk to you any kind of way. But outside of that, girl, I wish he would do this to me, but then you accepting it as soon as it come in your door.
Yes.
So that's not handling crazy. That's accepting it, living with it, and being married to it every day. And then you want to complain. Here's my viewpoint. If you know it's crazy and you continue to live in it, I can't handle complaining about it. I can't handle that. My patience for that is right there. You see that? That's 0, right? I have no patience for that. Because once I figure it out, I don't have to live in this. It does not have to continue. And JoJo, Sophronia's child, Gerald Waddell's daughter, Aunt Dee's favorite niece, Uncle Harry's favorite niece, and I'm the only one that can make that change. Girl, bye. All life began at that point. Do you understand? My standards became different. My mindset became different. And when I tell you people stepped up or they stepped away, and you are free, they will either step up or they'll step away. And when you get that kind of freedom, my friend, when you start handling your crazy, so don't doubt on this Freedom Friday, you can handle your crazy. I just want to let you know you can handle it. It may be a little rocky in the beginning, but you can handle your freedom. Your peace of mind is worth handling the crazy. So that's the fearless thought for today. Then if you tell me your site where they can get your freebie, I'll type it in right fast for you. I know it's bit.ly.
7, the number 7, day prep investing. 7-day prep investing, guys. So getting your finances in order, breaking that debt cycle, getting everything set up so you can build generational wealth. That's what we're talking about, guys. Move to your next, because there's no one that I know that's not ready to level up into money.
That's right. That's true.
And if you're not ready,
y'all make sure you
hold on, let me get this one point. If you're not ready, we waiting over here with both hands open. Right? We'll take yours too. That's all we saying.
Here's my new quote. So I have no lack. I have only abundance. I receive all blessings. My mindset is yes. So, honey, if you don't want your blessings, please send them right on over here to JoJo Street, and she will gladly accept them for you. And we thank you in advance. Amen.
Yes, that part.
Amen. All right, guys. So make sure you check that out. And we are 10 days away from my birthday. And so I'm doing a birthday sale. So that is called Faith and Fist, bit.ly, Faith and Fist. And you can get all my products ranging from $4.30 to $14.30, because I will be turning 43 this year. I'm excited. I had to tell Lynn some stuff later because my kids truly thought I have lost my ever loving mind, because I think I traumatized them last night, but that's okay. But on Faith and Fist, you guys can get some of my products that are on sale. So I encourage you to check that out because it's my birthday. And then, of course, guys, if your friends and family do not have Facebook, that is our YouTube channel. They can binge watch all of our videos. Everything is loaded daily. So that if they missed the show, you wanted them to see yesterday's show or today's show, it will be loaded this morning, so that you, Mama, I'm your child, so you getting on. She's telling me I'm getting on.
Well, JoJo, really quick, your check the spelling on your Bitly for faith. I think there's an H.
Oh, thanks. I'm missing. Thank you. Ma, how you gonna tell me I'm getting old? How that works, Sophronia? And I'm only saying her name on TV because trust and believe, if I was anywhere near her and said Sophronia, all of this would be missing.
Yes.
All of this would be swole up to here.
Right, that's that.
I love you, Mama.
Parenting. dancing. Those little kids don't know anything about that today, right?
What?
They too quick
Honey,
to call
they
social
don't know.
service.
They don't know.
They don't know.
You don't say your mama full name. Even under your breath, you better not say her name. Even at her presence, I'd be like, did she hear me say
Right.
that? Only call it. Look, she said she gonna wrench it off, and that's exactly what happened. She will wrench my face off. All right, guys. Thank you for joining the Fearless Morning Show. We will see you here bright and early on Monday morning. Make sure that you share the broadcast. If we've said anything that has helped you, please let us know. If there's any topics you want us to cover, let us know. Share this with your friends and your family. And again, if they don't have Facebook, there is our YouTube channel. We have over 100 shows, which is three seasons of a TV show over there. Maybe more. I think
yeah.
How many? There's more. Because you only get like 10 shows
15.
in a season, right?
10 to 15.
Girl, yeah. What? Then we balling over on YouTube. Then y'all better go catch those seasons of the Fearless Morning Show over there. But guys, I hope you have a great weekend, and we will see you here bright and early Monday morning. Have a good one.
Signing off.